Hey guys, this is Vaughn. Welcome back to another episode of Well Done, my Let's Play on the VintageBeef Fan Server. We're back on the island, and it has been a while. I apologize for the delay. I unexpectedly ended up attending VidCon, sort of, with a bunch of my YouTube friends, and I had not intended to do that, so I hadn't scheduled or written or made any videos to go up while I was away. But I am back now. I've done a little work. As you can see, there's a house over there that I have created. Nothing too terribly exciting. It's on a nice big plot of land. I'll probably show it off later, but I wanted to get right into it. Last episode, I think it was, the Flame Sun suggested that I make a fish market, and that was kind of something that I was thinking about doing, and so I think that's what we're gonna work on today. Also, in the previous episode to that one, Lorgon 111 reminded me that water does not travel vertically, which is why these plants right here were not getting hydrated. So I dug out this hole and put a lily pad on it so that we can get all of our crops hydrated. It's not really a big deal because as long as there's something planted in it, it'll still grow, but it just makes me feel better. So yeah, that's fixed now. Tree farm is going along really well. I've been doing a lot of tree farming, and I've been grabbing a lot of the wood, and as much as I do it, there's still not enough to go. It's a nice tree farm, but in terms of building everything out of wood, it gets tiresome to keep doing that, but I'm doing it! I am doing it! It's fine. It's totally fine. One of the things that I want to do right now, well, one of the things that I already did is, I decided that I want the fish market to be on the other side of the tree farm, but when the trees are all grown in, it gets a little difficult to walk between the trees and stuff. Like, here it's really, really tight, and I think on the other side it's basically impassable with all the, with all of the with all these kind of trees. Like, obviously you could break the leaves and just keep going around, but I decided that I would make a little path out here. Right now I've got a fence up. I'll probably take the fence down, but for right now there's the gate. So you can walk along here on the outside, and I put this together because I thought it would be boring to show it, and then I'm going to build it over here. And he suggested a fish market. I'm probably going to do a combination market slash fishing area. So I think, like, back here we'll have stalls that are selling fish, and up here we'll have like little areas where you can actually sit and fish into the water, and I think that'll be fun. I'm trying to decide if I want it to be another circle or another square platform. I think square is going to work a little bit better, or maybe even kind of L-shaped. Like, we could do like an L and then have a little bit that juts out where they fish, or maybe even like a T-shape. I don't know. I'm going to play on it. I think L is what I like the best. I'm going to play with it a little bit, and I thought I would tell you a little bit about VidCon while I do that. Do we want logs, or do we... Yeah, I think we need logs. I hate using logs because it's so expensive, but that's what makes the sense. That's what makes the sense. That's what makes the most sense, having logs. Now, in some of the houses, I've been doing like a row of dark and then a row of light on top, but in this case, I think we're just gonna have light logs, and then maybe I'll fill the middle in with slabs. But yeah, VidCon was really cool. I had agreed to pick up Good and Paz. Paz ended up going. He was not originally scheduled to go, but I ended up picking them up at the airport. They flew into Los Angeles International, which is about 60 to 90 minutes from where I live. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get to. What am I doing? Is this what I want to do? No, this is not what I want to do. But it was the convention, VidCon, is in Anaheim, which is like an hour's drive, maybe 40 minutes depending on traffic, away from Los Angeles International, LAX. And so it's probably like a $200 cab or something insane, or, you know, risking taking a shuttle that might take 2 hours to get you there. So I agreed to pick them up at the airport. They're my friends. I like the guys, and it gave me an excuse to see my friends and all that good stuff. Does that look like enough space to have? Let's do 2 more. And so when I got together with them, we went out to lunch, and then... Or we went out to... Did we go out to lunch? No, we went out to dinner. Generic B met up with us later on that evening. Yeah, we went to lunch at the Rainforest Cafe at downtown Disney, and then we met up with Generic B when he got in a little later, and I took him out to the Yard House, which is a beer pub. It has really good food as well, and that was a lot of fun. And we ended up going back to the hotel room and staying up really late, just talking and hanging out in the hotel room. and I think I went home at like 4 in the morning, and they were like, "You're welcome to spend the night if you want." And I thought about it, but I'd actually brought like an overnight bag just in case, because I know that I end up talking to Good until 3 or 4 in the morning usually. So I thought just in case I got too sleepy or too drunk to drive home, I would bring an overnight bag just in case. That's probably too many. Let's take 2 of those down. But the next day I came back, and it was the industry panel day. So you had to have the regular VidCon tickets were $125, and then on Thursday you could pay an extra $400, which is insane to me, but an extra $400 to go to the industry panel. And Good and Pause and them had not paid that extra fee. So on Thursday, basically, we didn't have anything to do. So since there was nothing to do, and I was a guy with a car, I was borrowing my mother's SUV, since I drive a sports car, which could not... I'll move all these torches later. Which could not... Yeah, that's pretty big, but that's good. I could drive everybody around, basically. So we ended up spending most of the day together. Well, all of the day together. I can't remember exactly what we did. We spent a lot of time at the actual convention because there was a lot of people there. Like, we hung out with Captain Sparkles and Justra and other people who are involved in Minecraft but aren't on the Minecraft server. And that was a lot of fun. That evening... Man, it's all a blur right now. I know we spent a lot of time hanging out in hotels. We hung out with Seth Bling a lot. He is with Broadband as our Pause and Good. And the Broadband guys had rented a house for basically letting the YouTubers not have to stay in hotels. So it was like a nice little house, about 10-minute drive or less from the hotel and convention center. And the house was really nice. It had like a ping pong table and an air hockey table and just couches and stuff to sit around and hang out with and not have to worry about noise complaints from various hotel other guests and stuff. So we spent a lot of time hanging out there and playing ping pong and hockey, air hockey and stuff, and drinking. It's a lot of fun, especially to hang out with your friends, you know, in that kind of a setting. Seth Bling is a cool guy. I don't really watch a whole lot of his stuff or subscribe to him, but he does a lot of redstone, which I'm not really interested in. But the guy is just really cool. He can take a bit to warm up to, but I really like hanging out with him, and I feel really lucky to have gotten the chance to get to hang out with him and just kind of hear the guys talking shop and stuff. Let's do one more out. Actually, do 2 more out, and then we'll do it this way. Let's see, what else did we do? We went to the Earl Sandwich. Oh, that was the first day, and they got retweeted. Ran into a lot of people, hung out a lot. I think we ate pretty much everywhere possible along the Catella Road by Disneyland. And then the next day, well, I ended up spending the night that day. We stayed out until freaking forever, like 4 in the morning. And there was 2 double beds and a couch in their hotel room, and Pause was sleeping on the fold-out couch, but the fold-out couch was really super uncomfortable, so he pulled the mattress off of the couch and just put it on the floor, and then that kind of left room on the couch itself for me. So it was a little bit small, but I'm a pretty small guy, so it worked out, and I slept on that. And then in the morning, I just kind of derped around around the convention. Actually was happening, but I didn't have a ticket, and it was completely sold out. And even if it wasn't, I don't have $125 to buy a ticket. But it worked out because they, spent the time at the actual convention, and I just kind of hung out in the hotel room and made plans for stuff. They decided that they wanted to do medieval times. So Good got tickets for that and invited me along for that, which was really cool. It was Good, me, Pause, Justra, Seth Bling, Captain Sparkles, and Jason, who is a guy that works for Broadband. And that was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure that we would be able to quite go all properly crazy for that. I need a lot more planks than that. But we all just went crazy for it. It was a lot of fun. We just all... Oh, and Generic B was there, too. I don't know if I mentioned him, because I ended up sitting next to him. But we all just went crazy cheering for our... We had the Red Knight, and it was a really exciting show, and I think a little bit of beer helped. There was also, of course, the Justra, Generic B, and Captain Sparkles get makeup done at the Bare Minerals booth at the VidCon, which was hilarious. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. I did a lot of video recording while I was there, and I've since put together a video showing off all of the footage that I took, including air hockey and ping pong and beer pong and some of the makeup and Paws getting a haircut, which was a story in of itself. We went to we just went he basically, I think, was feeling self-conscious about his kind of derpy haircut. He's grown it out since he shaved his hair for charity, and it was just a little bit unruly, so he Googled, or whatever, a nearby barber, and so we walked to it. It wasn't too far, and when we arrived, all of the signs were in Spanish, and the barber spoke Spanish, and they all kind of stared at us like we were a bunch of freaks when we walked in, but totally were happy to cut our hair, and no problems. Me and Generic B especially kind of gave Paws some guidance on what kind of hairstyle to get, and after talking himself out of getting a Minecraft logo shaved into the back of his head, he kind of got like a little faux hawk, kind of like what I have, short on the sides, kind of long on the top, and a little bit spiked up, and he looked really good. So I recorded some of his haircut, and I also recorded a picture of him, or took a picture of him after he got the haircut, and he looked really nice. So if you guys haven't seen that, make sure you look at it, because I think it's a great improvement, and I think Paws was much happier and more confident once he got his sexy haircut. Lots of women were saying, "Ooh, it looks nice, so much better, I approve." So yeah, I went and got a haircut with Paws. That was crazy. Lots more dining out, lots of drinking, lots of trips to 7-Eleven and various liquor stores. I really enjoyed taking Good to a liquor store at 11:50 in the evening, because in North Carolina, liquor stores close at like 8 p.m. or something. But in California, they can close whenever they want, but they can be open 24 hours if they so desire. And we found one that was still open at midnight, which blew his mind. And I said, dude, even if this liquor store was closed, we could just go to a supermarket, a 24-hour supermarket like Ralph's or Vaughn's or something, and they sell alcohol in supermarkets here. So he was like, holy crap. And the weather was perfect, sunny and cool, cloudless, very nice, and not humid at all, which I think is an experience that you can't really understand unless you're here and experiencing it. You'd probably get used to it if you live in the South and are used to the humidity, but here there is none. So it's very, like, even when it's hot, it's not oppressively hot like it is in the South. So it was really, really nice there. I enjoyed driving the guys around, trying to think of any other things. Paws brought his Nintendo 64, and so one night we played Mario Party in the room, which was something that none of us had ever played before except for Paws. There was only 3 controllers, so I just watched and filmed a little bit, and watched as Good, Generic B, and Seth Bling raged over this kind of stupidity of the game. It was very funny, but oh my gosh, am I already out of half planks? That's insane. We're gonna need so many planks. This is gonna be a huge build. I'm gonna put the rest of this together off camera, and then I will bring you guys back. Okie, it's done, and I kind of finished it. Yeah, I may have made it a bit too big. I may still need to fill in some other stuff. I've got some ideas of like little kiosks or stands, or maybe benches or things that I can set up. You could also like fish from here. But so the idea is that this one eventually will have a little dude in here selling fish, and there'll be fish inside of this thing, and then the customers can walk around here. One of the things I really need item frames to really make me feel happy, and in order to get item frames you need cows, and there are no cows here. So I'm sorry if you guys can hear like a lawnmower in the background. Of course, as soon as I hit record, somebody starts mowing their lawn. I may eventually lead 2 cows out here just so that I can get some item frames going. I don't even necessarily want it for the cow meat, I just need item frames. And then this is like the more industrial one. Oops, I need one more iron fence, but I've got found a use for the saplings. I've got so many extra saplings. Using that, I need a couple more blocks to fill up the roof, and I might put, like, this one's got a row below, so I might put one more row below. But this is more like the industrial one, made it out of like hardened fire-resistant stone, which is kind of rare on this building. And then that's the more sales one. You know what I should do is I'll put some tables and chairs out here. Like, you could buy your fish and then sit down and eat them and stuff. And then out here is where you actually do your fishing. So I put little docks out. I don't know if I should extend these, if they should be in the water. That looks kind of weird. So I might take these down and just extend it out a little bit so that you could, like, sit out here and fish. And then I've got, like, little cleaning tables. This is kind of like a sink faucet sort of thing. You'd wash your fish and chop them up and clean them up. You could cook them here if you want to cook them. Same thing on this side. Just really basic stuff. Workbench and furnaces just for purposes. And I've got the fences here because if there's eventually villagers out here, like, they could not technically go out here because they would go swimming away like a bunch of derps. And that's why there's no fences out here. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Still gonna do a little bit more work out here. I think it seems very plain. So yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna put some chairs and tables. I might even put some grass and benches or something, like make a little nice looking area. I don't know. If you have any suggestions though, feel free to let me know about them. Let's see if we can finish this off, if this is done. Yeah, we got enough now that we should be able to finish that. I need a workbench in here. There you go. Workbench in here. Trying to think of any last minute things that I want to tell you guys about VidCon. Like I said, a huge amount of fun. I think I may have enjoyed it more than PlayOnCon, and I'm not really sure why, but I definitely had a lot of fun. Yeah, it looks good. I might put these guys on the outside. I think that'll look okay. Like so. What do you think? Yeah, that way it'll match the other one a little bit better. I think I'll go to VidCon again next year. I am not sure about PlayOnCon or even the PAX East ones. I'm pretty broke right now, and factoring in plane tickets to some of these places just sometimes makes it not worth it. I had a lot of fun, but if I don't think that it's weird because despite the fact that being a video game LPer, I think that VidCon was more suited to my style of what I want my channel to grow and the people kind of want to meet, because it's YouTube based. Like, it's easy to find people who like video games. It's harder to find people who do Let's Plays. Yeah, I like that better. So that's probably, and it also helps that I live within driving distance of Anaheim. I would still get a hotel because it is about a 40-minute drive, which at 4 in the morning is not that fun. But basically it would depend on whether people that I know are going and, you know, how my channel is going. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm really grateful to Good and Paws and Generic B and Seth and all of those guys for letting me hang out with them and treating me like an equal. I feel like an equal, but sometimes they're talking about business things, and I'm like, you guys have 500,000 subscribers, and I have 2,000. So maybe next year that gap will be a little smaller, and I won't feel quite as awkward. We need to worry about lighting in here still. But I had a great time. I learned a lot of business sense and a lot of tips and things from them, which I'm very grateful and happy to just kind of be the fly on the wall. And hopefully you guys will check out that VidCon recap video that I did and see. I know I made this whole walkway and I'm cutting right through. Hope you'll check that out and enjoy it. There's a lot of funny videos and things. Should be good. And I'm gonna walk over here and show you the extra house that I built, just to show you real quick. Hello baby, you're trapped down there forever now. So yeah, this is gonna be over here. More walkways and a nice little house. Eventually I'll get some bone meal and probably bone meal all of this. Nothing fancy in here, just a little house. The ladder was to get the roof on. I was thinking about making a loft though, so I may still do that. I know that these houses are like not houses for people to live in, but I still want them to look nice. Could put a little window right there maybe. Put some shutters out. And then I started a path out here, so this can head towards the next house or something. And in the distance you can see some sand. Oops. Sorry about that. You can see some desert out that way. So we're getting kind of big. So we want to start bringing it in. I think I'll do one more house here and then I'll start bringing it in. I can't tell if that's land over there or if that's just unloaded chunk. I think that's just unloaded chunk. But yeah, it's coming along, and you can see, I like how when you're standing over here, you can see like that part of the island, or it's not an island, the floating village, and so on and so forth. I just think it's cool. I'm happy with the way it works. By the way, my birthday is on August 8th, which is Thursday. Should be Let's see. Today I think is the 6th, right? Let me check. Checking. Today is the 6th. Yes, so this video will go up on the 7th, and then on the 8th is my birthday. I'm planning on having a live stream and probably giving away some video games during it. It won't be a terribly long live stream, maybe 2 hours, but I'm kind of like a hobbit. I want to give away things for my birthday, and I want to start live streaming more. So if you are interested in such things as those, make sure that you stay tuned. I'll put up a video on YouTube announcing the live stream, and then it'll probably be maybe 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 10 p.m. UK time or so. But yeah, that's it for this episode, I think. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them. Let me know. Any suggestions for that area over there? Any suggestions for future little areas? We're going to make a circle, so we've got lots of builds for industry, houses, stuff. I do want to make a mob one, a blank one for mobs, and I don't know, other things, other ideas. I do still also need to put a lot of fishing poles, but I don't have a whole lot of string yet, so I might need to get the fishing one set up before I start, or the mob one set up so I can get some mobby pieces. Yeah, and there's my last piece of beef that I brought over. So now we're gonna officially start eating the goods, the goodies that I started planting here. All right, I'm rambling now. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.